I'm Ben Vereen, and you're watching CITV. CITV.
all please rise for a salute to the flag of the United States of America? Gentlemen, please remove your hats. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched, where so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated.
Greetings, members of the school board, parents, friends, teachers, and the esteemed class of 2017. It is an honor to be speaking before you on such a momentous day. As we stand here today, this may all seem a bit surreal. Graduation has always stood before us as a ribbon through which we would run at the end of this long race. Like a cherished memory just out of reach, the finish line never seemed to get any closer as the years went by. And yet here we are. No matter the obstacle and no matter the triumph, every road has led us here. We stand here today as a testimony to over a decade of change. Over the past 12 years, we have seen it all. The debut of full-day kindergarten, the transition to 5-block scheduling, and renovations at both the elementary and high school level. We have been the first to experience countless proposals as we have witnessed this educational environment grow and expand, culminating in the flourishing academic atmosphere from which we now depart. The world, too, has also changed. What would people of the late 90s think if they saw us today? If something were to go viral when we were born, there would not be the positive reaction we see today. With faster technology, greater diversity in career fields, and new discoveries being made every day, the future that opens itself up to us is nothing like that of previous generations, and it continues to change daily. It is a benefit that we have grown up amidst such an ever-changing time, both in the school district and in the world. We have grown strong and capable beneath the weight of increasing academic expectations. We have grown adaptable and flexible as we've weaved around construction in the hallways. We have grown united and kind as a school community through the use of faster technology and social media. Over the years, our parents and teachers have given us the support we needed to develop the skills necessary to thrive amidst these changes. Exemplifying these characteristics, We have seen the class of 2017 take traditional school events and improve them with the changing time. The class of 2017 has become district champions on the court and the field, and has demonstrated remarkable skill in theater productions, concerts, and galleries. Students of this class have proved time and time again their determination and eagerness to speak their minds through student organizations such as Principals Advisory Council and countless charitable groups. It is from this dynamic set of peers that we have made many lasting friendships, and our lives are undoubtedly changed because of them. Bearing these spirited qualities, our position will shift as we embark into this contemporary dynamic world. We will not be the ones who need to accept change, because change is our constant. We thrive amidst change, and we have the skills to become the change makers. We will be making the momentous decisions to improve the world and our own lives. We are the class of 2017, and we are ready for whatever comes next. As we leave today to create change in the world, think of the words of former President Barack Obama, who said, "Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek." Congratulations, class of 2017.
Well, here we are at commencement. I'm sure many of you are looking at this moment as the ending of your time at Plymouth Whitemarsh High School. But commencement technically doesn't mark the end. The word commencement actually means the act of beginning. So you can look at this commencement ceremony as celebrating the beginning of what's next. Many of you are headed to college, some are heading into the military, and others are going into the workforce. All of these are new beginnings. And as I stand here talking to you during my last PW commencement as superintendent, I'm facing a new beginning come this fall myself as I head into retirement. Over the years, I've been through a lot of beginnings and would like to share some thoughts about them that might be helpful to you. First, beginnings can be scary. The more unknowns a beginning has, the more likely it is that you'll feel some nervousness heading into it. When Wilson Germain Herrera, the actor who portrayed the original Angel in Rent on Broadway, was here at PW talking to the Colonial Players this past spring, he said, "Every performer gets nervous when they're about to go on stage." Think about that. He's a Tony Award-winning actor, and he gets nervous before going out on stage. He followed that by saying, "Successful actors recognize that nervous feelings are adrenaline, and this adrenaline can be channeled into energy that can help you know that you are ready and you can do this." And that's good advice for anyone heading into a new situation. Interpret the nervousness as adrenaline and use it to help you move forward. Beginnings mean opportunities to learn. For many of you, your next step is building the skills and knowledge to help you in a career. On one hand, it might be 4 years or more of college courses, military training, or an apprenticeship. On the other hand, it might be learning how to live on a budget, balancing your time, and becoming more self-reliant and responsible. As you begin your chosen career, take time to learn everything you can about how to do it well. Dedicate yourself to the details and persevere when the learning gets difficult. Oftentimes, beginnings bring new people into your life. When you're in a new situation, look for experienced people who can help you get started. These can be members of a team or club at your college, your coworkers, or people who've traveled where you'd like to travel or have the experiences you'd like to have. And when you become the seasoned veteran, remember to pay it forward by mentoring others who are just beginning themselves. All of this advice so far has been pretty practical, so I'd like to point out what I think is the most exciting opportunity that comes with beginnings, and that is beginnings offer a time to dream. You're starting with a blank slate and the luxury of time. Take a moment to dream about what you'd like to be or something you'd like to accomplish. Identify what you're truly passionate about and choose a path that can begin to take you where you can become the very best at what you'd like to do. This is the first of many beginnings you'll have in your adult lives. You'll begin new jobs. You'll begin families. You'll begin new adventures in new cities. Remember to be open to learning and keep an eye out for people who can help and support you. And if any of that makes you nervous, remember to channel that energy and use it, because you are ready and you can do this. Congratulations and good luck to all of you, the very special and talented Plymouth Whitemarsh High School class of 2017.
Hi, Mom. Stop. Rewind. What is this moment in time? Stuck in a place where I'm leaving behind everything I've known and running towards an unknown where I'll find something I'm missing, something that's solely mine, something that's more than oblivion to my newly developed mind. And as I finish this marathon and cross this new line, I know there's more challenges greater than this kind. But I'm ahead of myself. There's more of these signs. A message that waits for me, for us all, like constellations in the sky. A meaning that's hidden among the chaos that is intertwined to the loss of innocence. A beautiful but confusing time. We wander like Trojans lost at sea, blown from shore to shore, wondering where to be, listening to the voice of fate calling us softly. Look to the sky, it says, and we stand unaware of what every dot means, traveling for ages to understand the connection between two distant stars whose path never cross. The truth remains behind a lightly veiled screen. In fear, shall we turn around and see what remains for us in the past? Or determined, resilient, do we push forth and continue to see what could be last? We follow the latter because it is who we are. The voyagers, the journeyers, the ones who reach for the stars. When we victoriously grasp what we were told we could not, the darkness dissolves, the sun appears, and we're glad to have fought. Together, we hold on to whatever we may face. The beauty, the hardships, the malice, the grace, all meet at the road that we're about to take. The journey is not easy, nor is a sea we must traverse. Yet we work tirelessly to prove there is no curse for being who we are and what we're meant to be. Because no matter what fate says, you decide to be free. Even if the ship throws you over, even if starless nights occur, even in the midst of endless heartbreak, we will rise while remaining pure, looking strife in the eye to say, "Will that be all, sir?" And I could stand here and reveal all the secrets from the sky which they fell, but there is too much on this route to be seen. For the stars to appear, the day must end, so farewell, Plymouth Whitemarsh High School class of 2017. Thank you.
Good evening. It is my privilege and honor to officially present the class of 2017 of Plymouth Whitemarsh High School. To Mrs. Moore and the Board of School Directors, Dr. Gordetzer, Superintendent of Schools, and to the Conshohocken, Plymouth, and Whitemarsh School community, I certify that the students present this evening have met the graduation requirements of the Colonial School District and are eligible to participate in this commencement ceremony. On behalf of the class of 2017, I'd like to thank the team involved in planning this ceremony. A lot of back-end work took place. Many employees from the facilities team, Mr. Peeler, our class sponsors, Ms. Hanold and Mr. Gregg, and the faculty have contributed to this evening's success. I'd like to thank them for their work. I'd also like to acknowledge and recognize Mr. Steve Price, the assistant principal, and Mrs. Jackie Savage for their planning and attention to detail to prepare for this evening. And also like to congratulate Mrs. Savage on her retirement and the many, many rewarding years she's had in the Colonial School District. Give them a round of applause, please. And as you heard from the superintendent, this is Dr. Gordetzer's last address to this class, and we'd like to congratulate Dr. Gordetzer on her retirement. 19 remarkable years and rewarding years in the Colonial School District. I'd like to thank her for her leadership and wish her the best of luck in the future. Big round of applause for Dr. Gordetzer. Class of 2017, this moment is the pinnacle of your education in the Colonial School District, a milestone paving the way for a new beginning. Through your years here in the Colonial School District, there have been a significant amount of people who have guided, mentored, and supported you. For a large majority of you, this started in kindergarten to Colonial Elementary School, through your time at Colonial Middle School, and now here at Plymouth Whitemarsh High School. It has been a collective effort to prepare you for this special day. This time, I'd like to acknowledge one piece of the team. If I can have all the parents and guardians and family members please stand of this distinguished class of 2017. And I'd like to give you a round of applause. And seniors, please join me in thanking all of the parents, guardians, for your support and active involvement throughout the years here at Plymouth Whitemarsh High School. Also present this evening are various stakeholders from the Colonial School District who have made a difference in the lives of this very special class of 2017. If I can have this time all the faculty members and the staff members from Plymouth Whitemarsh High School to please stand. Faculty members from the elementary schools, Colonial Middle School, the Board of School Directors, cabinet members and administrators to please stand. I'd like to thank all the educators and the team here for supporting you along your journey in 2017 and past that and maybe seated. Thank you. It's truly a team effort to make sure that you're at this point in your chapter of your life here. To the class of 2017, congratulations. You've continued to carry the rich tradition of excellence at Plymouth Whitemarsh High School, both in and out of the classroom, helping to make our school one of the best in the state of Pennsylvania. 4 years ago, which seems like yesterday, we welcomed you as rising freshmen and challenged each and every one of you to set high expectations for yourself and embrace the myriad of opportunities we have to offer academically and in terms of clubs, sports, and activities. Needless to say, you without a question achieved this goal as a decorated class, leaving a lasting legacy. I would like to highlight some of the outstanding achievements at this time. Sitting in front of us, we have graduating seniors that were members of service organizations who fundraised for national and local organizations such as the American Cancer Society, Colonial Neighborhood Council, and Warming Philly. Members of the Best Buddies program who maintained strong relationships with peers and made a big difference in that capacity. Nominees from the musical Rent, including a Cappy for the Best Marketing Team. Suburban 1 League champions in girls field hockey, football, wrestling, boys basketball, members of a girls volleyball team who attained an undefeated regular season, and key members of the girls basketball team, the first team in over 30 years to compete in the District 1 finals. Also present is a senior who was recognized as academic all-state in field hockey. Senior girls who set a new school record in the 400 freestyle relay in swimming, and a senior who set a new school record in the 100 butterfly. Seniors present this evening also include 2 musicians who made districts in band and chorus, members of the Technology Student Association who placed first in numerous state competition events and placed nationally. engineering team members who placed in a design competition, and members of DECA who placed in several events at the state level. Also present, we have Central Montgomery Technical High School students who won medals and placed nationally, and artists whose work was showcased at local businesses and also prominently in the community. And an entire senior class, without a doubt, Mr. Greg Mishannell could attest to this, I'm sure, who really represented quote-unquote P-Dub with great pride and spirit at school events. Congratulations on these outstanding accomplishments. You're such a wonderful and well-rounded class. Give them a round of applause, please. There are a variety of opportunities for students to demonstrate leadership at Plymouth Whitemarsh High School. Emerging as a leader takes great character, confidence, and dedication to help make PW the best environment possible. Throughout the year, our Student Council, whose members work together to improve our school, the Anti-Defamation League, or ADL, whose members facilitate peer trainings, sessions focused on tolerance and acceptance. We have orientation leaders who serve as mentors for our current freshman students. And we have Principal Advisory Council students who work in the capacity to voice their ideas and voice their input to help improve Plymouth Whitemarsh High School. If I can have the members of the aforementioned clubs to please stand to get recognized. Student Council, ADL peer trainers, orientation leaders, and Principals Advisory Council students, seniors, if you can please stand to get recognized. Thank you for your leadership and being agents of change. Thank you. You may be seated. Academically, the class of 2017 has received approximately $12.2 million in scholarships, and an astounding 141 students, nearly half of the senior class, are graduating with a 4.0 GPA or higher. I'd like to highlight many of the achievements at this time. If I can have the 10 National Merit Commended Scholars please stand and remain standing. You can remain standing. If I can have the 5 AP Scholars with honor, can you please stand and remain standing? And if the 25 AP Scholars can join them, please, to stand and remain standing. Let's give them a round of applause. Congratulations. Thank you. You may be seated. Will the senior members of the National Honor Society please stand? I congratulate all of you. Congratulations and great work. Thank you. Congratulations on your achievements. Accomplishments are truly impressive and exemplary. This is the 10th year of the AVID program, and we're thrilled to graduate our 6th AVID class. AVID, which stands for Advancement via Individual Determination, is an organization dedicated to closing the achievement gap and preparing first-generation college students. This year, led by Ms. Edwards, Mr. Blizzard, and Ms. King, our class of 2017 Plymouth Whitemarsh High School AVID students received more than $500,000 in scholarships. Will the AVID students please stand to be recognized? Congratulations. Thank you. We also have 5 students who will be joining the military and serving our country. Will those students please stand? We thank you for serving our country. Thank you. Based upon the numerous accolades in and out of the classroom, it is clear that you have demonstrated great success in your 4 years at Plymouth Whitemarsh High School. Class of 2017, you have the tools, skills, knowledge, and work ethic to continue this success. Blended with this foundation, I would like to share a few tips as you approach the next phase. Number 1, follow your passion. It often leads to your purpose. You may or may not know your passion right now, and that's okay. The important point is to make your goal to find your passion. Live it, and share it. To help find your passion, seek out experiences and jobs that allow you to use your strengths and talents. Do what energizes you. Number 2, never stop learning. Every experience, every job, every class, every interaction, every person prepares you for the work you are ultimately ready and born to do. Be a lifelong learner. Number 3, don't rush the future, and put another way is trust the process. I know everyone maybe will get that one. The process prepares you, strengthens you, shapes you, and develops you to be successful, not in your time, but the right time. Number 4, surround yourself with great people. Your friends, peers, mentors, family, all serve as excellent models for you. I encourage you to continue to surround yourself with positive people who support you, encourage your ideas, support your ambitions, and bring out the best in you. And finally, your journey is not a straight line. Similar to your 4 years here at Plymouth Whitemarsh High School, your next phase will bring forth many successes and challenges. It will be filled with signs, new paths, obstacles, victories, and maybe some dead ends, delays, or even detours. Stay optimistic throughout this process, as the journey is what makes it special in the end. Class of 2017, follow these steps and blend this with your skills, talent, and competencies, and I'm extremely confident all of you will demonstrate great success in the future. As a proud Plymouth Whitemarsh graduate myself, I'd like to officially welcome you to the Plymouth Whitemarsh High School alumni community. Congratulations, class of 2017.
I have a speech in front of me, and I feel speechless standing up here, which is crazy since in my own senior yearbook I'm the most talkative. Oh, okay. For the graduates seating before me, your journey began 13 years ago, whether it was here in Colonial, another school district, or maybe even another state or country. But it probably wasn't until you walked into this building nearly 4 years ago that this day seemed like it would represent a real part of your future. And after tonight, it's a real part of your past. There was a bit less construction when you started, right? And that's our fault, and we're sorry. But while that was the start for all of you, for me, and for the rest of your families and parents out there, we're really not sure how we got to tonight. Don't worry, Mom. It'll be okay. Those are the words I heard, and parents across the district heard, as the teachers took your very tiny little hands and led you away from what was to be the first all-day kindergarten in colonial history, this amazing class of 2017. During that ever so critical first year of school, many of you made your first friends. Whether it was during circle time, scraping your knee on the jungle gym, or while cheering a fellow student on with that famous roller coaster cheer, or even the ever-popular golf clap, which was really just a very clever way that teachers were able to keep the noise down while teaching all of you how to support your friends and classmates. You may still be close with that first kindergarten friend, or you may run in very different crowds now. But I really hope that for a second, you will all take a moment to think about those friends and find them tonight, even if you haven't talked in a few years. Because really, he or she was just the first of many friends to join you on this really great ride. In addition to being the first class to pack lunch for kindergarten, this group was faced with many other firsts, and not all of them were very exciting. For some reason, at some times it felt like the class of 2017 was being targeted to just try all kinds of new things. You dealt with a 4-5 school that was under construction and have walked through a ceilingless hall of this building while dodging dust and construction equipment. You were the first class that was required to take the Keystone exams to graduate, and of course, the first class also impacted by yet another change to those SATs. But through it all, You have all had more school spirit and pride than most. From the first football game in 2013, where more freshmen showed up than in recent staff memory, to rooting them on this year to a Suburban 1 championship. In fact, if you think back, in your senior year, not only did the football team win, but the girls' field hockey, girls' volleyball, the wrestling team, and both the boys and girls' basketball teams were all Suburban 1 champs, a repeating theme apparently tonight in the speeches. And for all the basketball fans out there, as Dr. Picani mentioned, PW rooted on both the boys and girls teams to the state quarterfinals for the first time in 22 years. That also may explain why you were also the last class and only the 4th out of 13 tries to beat the CMS teachers during that Patriot Classic game. Sorry, Mr. Fowler. None of that would be possible, of course, without the first kindergarten teacher who held your hand, the custodian who swept up that construction dust, the secretary who signed your late slip, the English teachers that worked tirelessly on their own time to help you write those dreaded college essays, or the many here tonight sitting in the rows at the end of your row. And though we've already asked, in my speech it also says, let's take a second to thank all those people. Honestly, you really can't thank them enough. In an age where high school reunions have largely been replaced by Facebook groups and phone calls replaced by text and Snapchat, you may think it'll be easy to stay close with your friends. And in a way, you're right. More than ever before, you'll always know what your fellow graduates are up to, where they go to school, what band they saw last week, where they move after college, who they marry, how many kids they have. But, as you'll sadly also find out, life gets really busy. And it's even more of a challenge to stay close. All the way back in the prior century, when you guys were born, we had to make an effort to talk to our friends, especially as we scatter across the country. And I urge you to do the same. Pick up the phone and call out of the blue. Make plans to spend a real weekend together. And then put away your phones. Have a real conversation. And don't be afraid to go out once again and scrape your knee, because your friends will always be there to pick you back up. Joining the school board was not something I ever thought I'd do. And back then, the president always spoke at graduation. So I'd like to take a quick second and thank our president and my close friend, Sue Moore, for the opportunity to speak tonight. She has experienced this night 3 times with her own kids and has been a huge part of one of the most rewarding experiences of my life, and that's been representing all of you on the school board. As parents, we never want to let go of your hand, but we know it's time. And nothing makes us prouder than knowing that we've helped you, even if you won't admit it publicly, to get ready for this day. But as you walk away from here, please remember that it's your friends who will take your hand and celebrate the good times and huddle tight through the bad ones. Whether it's in person, through a never-ending Snapchat streak, by phone from different parts of the country, or even through a string of late-night text messages. It doesn't matter. Just remember, when you leave here tonight, you can always grab a friend's hand and say, "Don't worry, it will be okay." Thank you, and good luck to this fabulous class of 2017.
It is now my honor to present the diplomas to the officers of the senior class. President Jack Henry Travis. Vice President, Caroline Jean Slegel. Secretary, Casey Violet Redding. Treasurer, Jenna Michelle Weichel. Coordinator, James Hahn. And Coordinator, Matthew Christopher Mesner. Let's give a big round of applause to the officers of the senior class. Congratulations.
Elizabeth Cecily Strickland. Alice Elizabeth Nicholson. Anna Federica Andino Vega. Samuel C. Emanuel.
Carlton Eugene Adams, Jr. Alex Nathaniel Akers. Sarah F. Allison. Kyle Paul Amon. Luke Joseph Amoroso. Matthew James Aprilli. Joshua Corbin Arujo. Gabriella Rose Artilio. Carlin W. Ash. Max Hoffman Baker.
Evan Harris Berman. Shakir Jabri Bibbs. Kyle Harris Blumenthal. Nicholas Allen Bowe. Grace Elizabeth Branscombe. Kareem Daniel Breeden Jr. John J. Brody. Sydney Rebecca Brown. Joseph Luke Brzezowski.
Ariana Rena Aston. Juliana Marie Bandura. Daniel Ryan Bank. Alexis Nicole Barnett. Brianna Taylor Barnum. Emily Rose Beretta. Connor Brainard Beausoleil. Corinne Catherine Bechtel. Colby Isabel Bechtel. Simon Bednarski.
Jillian Alexandra Buxtel. Allison Morgan Burdick. Kelsey Mare Bussett. Brendan Enoch Butler. Jacob Edward Butler. Kaylee Ann Crawford Marinelli. Alexander Benjamin Cruz. Celia May Curry. Jared Michael D'Alessandro. Alice Marie Davis.
Joseph Nicholas Calabrese. Brandon Nicholas Calcagni. Andrew John Kaplan. Olivia Ann Carbo. Fiona Teresa Cardamone. Nicolette Marie Carlomagno. Adam Ian Center. Annie Chang. Michael John Sinelli.
Nydia Rochelle Davis. Nicholas Anthony DeBellis. Richard Scott DeHart. Valerie A. Deminovich. Nicolino G. DiBattista. Maria Rose DiGiacomo. Fred Charles DiGiovanni. Michael Nicholas DeGiovane. Ria Dindigal. Angelina DeSanto.
Ziane Clay Hubbard. Amanda L. Colton. Michelle A. Colucci. Jacob G. Conrad. Kimberly A. Carisdo. Lauren Althea Cassia. Callista M. Costa. Samantha Renee Dolan. Tyler Anthony Domers.
Thomas Daniel DeSisto. Dylan Scott Famous. Brittany Nicole Fazio. Jack Logan Fenster. Rachel Alexandra Ferrioli. Jessica Lara Feynman. Haley Rose Fink. Jared Lewis Phillip Fink. Molly Alyssa Fink. Zachary Stephen Finkelman.
Justin Michael D'Onofrio. Kayla Ann Dozier. Gracie Doja. Kayla Mary Dudek. Zara Bella Dugan. Raquel Ivy Dunoff. Daniela Isabel Durante. Mitchell Colin Eason. Regan Alyssa Ebersol.
Brett Daniel Finkelstein. Julia Nicole Flax. Caroline Catherine Fleming. William Frederick Flowers. Julianne B. Friedman. Amber Lynn Freese. Taylor Beth Fry. Leonard J. Galante. Anthony Galante. Sean Thomas Gallagher.
Riley Thomas Ehas. Joseph James Eisenlohr III. Precious I. Emmanuel. Jacob Isaiah Ennis. Juliette Marie Entenman. Rebecca Epstein. Kaylee Gabrielle Gillette. Justin Ross Gelfand. Robert Gervasi III. Jason Percival Getchell.
Jonathan Alex Green. Matthew Ryan Green. Skylar Therese Goodconnect. Olivia Rose Guy. Sabrina Ashley Hassis. Tatiana Aline Haldeman. Danielle Marie Harper. Jared Henry Harris. Christian Vaughn Hart. Chelsea Lynn Heifet.
Jenna Denise Getzfried. Jaquay Aja Gibbs. Michelle Ann Marie Gibson. Nathan Walter Godshall. Catherine Frances Golden. Tyler Teacher Goldman. Alexander Daniel Goldring. Noah Isaac Goldstein. Michael Rudolph Gold. Samara Kate Granovsky.
Jordan K. Helton. Kyle Lee Hayes. Paul Angelo Henkel. Amir Robert Kyrie Henley. Patrick Charles Henley. Alexa Courtney Henry. Jessica Nicole Henry. Edith Jocelyn Campo. Alyssa Lynn Carrer. Samantha Ariel Kendall.
M. Blaze Gravenese. Kamaya Michelle Gray. Chantel Amia Gray. Emily Rose Greberman. Miranda Elizabeth Menken. Christina Nikita Hiblin. Cheo Malik Houston. Gabriel E. Howard. Gabrielle Rose Isaac Herzog. Alexandra A. Izette.
Max Jacob Kesselman. Remington Blake Kessler. Danielle I. Kim. Lauren Gina Kim. Joseph Brian Kinsinger. Evan Paul Klein. Zachary Daniel Klein. Matthew Benjamin Kodish. Matthew Evan Conan. Jesse David Krenzel.
Zachary Tyler Janney. Morgan S. Jaron. Julia Lucila Jimenez. Christopher Adam Johnson. Dylan Martin Johnson. Maya Johnson. Allie Ray Jones. Christian E. Jones. Mason Joseph Jones. Maya Corlin Jones.
Kimberly Ellen Kropinski. Derek Anthony Kuklinski. Nathaniel Jacob Kurtzer. Jake Levy Keurig. Scott W. Mallison. Stephen Edward Mallison. Kieran O. Malley. Corey D.F. Maloney. Samantha A. Mangine. Sarah Madeline Mano.
Tiara Kiana Jones. Caitlin Dawn Cayley. Corinne Marie Kalala. Amanda Kahn. Adlai Susanna Lamison. Jessica Rose Lauder. Devin Mikael Lawrence. Samantha Andrea Leeds. Jacob David Levinson. Annie Rose Lipkin.
Brian Patrick Mansfield. Nicole Angelina Marcosi. Joseph Allen Marcosi. Zachary Evan Marcus. Daniel Robert Margulies. Vincent William Martina. Casey Robert Maxwell. Harrison Fixler Mazer. Benjamin Reed McCall.
Amanda Jane Lipson. Christopher James Laughlin. Jeremy Ryan Laughlin. Douglas Jack Luba. Daniel J. Madonna. William Hallman Maley. Colin William McElhaney. Skylar Ann McFall. Hannah Patricia McGee. John Michael Rhodes McKinley.
Shannon Rose McBride. Jalea McLean. Kayla Monette Molesky. Jared Charles Miller. Edward Christopher Mincarelli. Anthony N. Mirabili. Gloria Montes Nava. China A. Moore. Nicholas Brandon Moore. Isa Muhammad.
Matthew Robert McKinnon. Liam Richard McLaughlin. Olivia Alden McMaster. Shane Donovan McNally. Rachel Marie Mellon. Tajay Chanel Melanson. Mark Ryan Melvin. Antonio Luciano Palladino. William Michael Pearson.
Brenna Aaron Murray. Samuel Eric Myers. Ridvik T. Naidu. Zachary Elias Narkavich. Isabella Nunam. Megan Valerie Ing. Frankie Lynn O'Brien. Connor Joseph O'Neill. Molly Lynn Raimondo. Nicholas Robert Redican.
John Joseph Pachero. Nicoletta Pelchet. Michael A. Perryman. Mia Danielle Peters. Claudia Maria Petka. Thomas Anthony Pisano. Giovanna Gabrielle Piazza. Juliana Marie Pierce. Sanaji Monique Plant. Eric Mitchell Plessett.
Christopher Patrick Reed. Nathaniel Eric Reikley. Michael Renner. Veronica Alexandra Restrepo. Juliet D. Rice. Shelby Nicole Richardson. Angela Marie Richter. Genevieve May Ringel. Danielle Marie Rippert. Micaiah K. Robinson.
Tyler Richard Poglich. Lauren Rose Quigley. Stephen Brian Quigley. Seth Ethan Rush. Michael James Ryan. William Morris Salzberg. Alex Reed Sandberg. Amir Atif Sanford. Jordan David Santoli.
Terrence Daye Alubani Robinson Jr. Terrence Tajmir Robinson. Charles George Rogers. Stephen Michael Rome. Jair I. Ross. Dari Ray Shore. Cole James Shula. Laura Marie Saletta. Michael Brooks Simons. Cheyenne R. Sinclair.
Julie May Sassy. Caroline Barbara Satterthwaite. Matthew Belmont Salino. Alexander Robert John Savarese. Zachary Ryan Schaefer. Emily Catherine Schilt. Francesca Angelina Schodel. John Joseph Sharoni. James S. Shortino. Morgan Elizabeth Scott.
Julia Ann Skipjack. Nathaniel Joseph Slowick. Andrew Jacob Slutsky. Matthew Liam Smith. Philip Smith. Ella Sosa Summers. Nicole L. Summers. Hyun Jun Song. Anastasia Sosnovskis. Ashlyn M. Stanton.
Carly Grace Shalala. Matan Igal Sousa. Carly Ann Swerdloff. Rasik Tamong Bomjan. Rachel Naomi Tavori. Sarah Elizabeth Tanaglio. Katerina Tonopolska. Samuel J. Tokarski. Alexandra Claire Totero. Rhea Ann Trainson.
Sophie R. Stein. Austin Joseph Stewart. Joseph Robert Stobrel. Laurel Patricia Suchland. Nicholas William Sudell. Ayana Tasha Tall. Phone Mo Tan. Christopher F. Turner, Jr. Anthony Gerardo Vega. Brenna Sky Vestal.
John T. Trandin. Sandra Alexis Trednick. Evan Trioli. Nicholas Michael Troilo. Emma Elise Trong. Max Logan Weintraub. Samantha Ann Wirt. Brock D. Westmosser. Shane Evan Westerfer. Jordan Nicole Whitney.
Elizabeth Mary Vikingstad. Alejandra Villanueva. James Christopher Wainwright. Zachary M. Wakefield. Kobe Benjamin Wax. Matthew Frederick Walker. Samantha Marie Ward. Kelsey Elizabeth Watkins. Geneva Drew Webster. Rebecca Leanne Weidman. Victoria L. Wagner. Colin Joseph Werner.
Michael E. Wickert. Benjamin Alexander Whiteman. Brooke Marie Wilkinson. Vincent Gerald Willie. Haley Marie Wilson. Jessica Lee Wood. Zhao Yang. Sean Joseph Zach. Christopher John Zawislak. Christopher John Wasina Jr. Maximilian Joseph Zrada. Stephen Zhu.
Graduates, please move your tassel from right to left. I would first like to thank the teachers that have helped us not only academically, but helped us grow into the mature young adults we are today. Thanks to the administration and school board for all your hard work to make all the opportunities we have here at Plymouth Whitemarsh possible. To Ms. Howell and Mr. Gregg, your dedication to our class and hard work behind the scenes does not go unnoticed. Without you, none of the amazing senior events such as prom, senior dinner, and the Disney trip would be possible. Thank you for lifelong memories. Please join me in a round of applause. For our class gift, we've decided on 2 significant contributions. We've designed artwork that will be incorporated into the renovation project. The display will include a PW logo filled with every student's name in the class of 2017. This artwork will be displayed for years to come and will honor all those in our class. When reflecting on our class as a whole, we realize many students do a fine job of giving back to our local community. Throughout our 4-year journey, our class has put in thousands of hours of community service and have made it a priority to pay it forward. We wanted our gift to represent what our class stands for. With this being said, on behalf of the class of 2017, I am proud to present a donation of $2,017 to the Colonial Neighborhood Council. If you're not familiar with the organization, they run a food delivery service for families who cannot afford to put food on the table and provide emergency aid to families in Conshohocken, Plymouth, Bridgeport, Whitemarsh, and Lafayette Hill. This donation will have an immediate impact on our local community and will benefit those in need of assistance. It has been an honor and a privilege to serve as your class president, and I thank each and every one of you for making this experience something I will never forget. Please rise for the singing of the alma mater.
Oh, may the tides that bind us carry through the years with a belief in God and freedom, future without fears. For this is our heritage from our patriots true, instilled by you the red and blue of Plymouth Whitemarsh High.
Class of 2017, you are dismissed!